I quit quite literally the most addictive habit on the planet at 19. What takes most guys 20, 30, 40 years to quit, I quit at 19. Within months of trying, I quit porn. So why can't you? Right? There's nothing special about me. I don't have, David Goggins discipline. I just created the right system, trial and errored loads of them, and found the one that worked for me the best. All right? But I struggled with this for 6 years. I hated my life. I had no confidence, not many friends, no girls, all like the normal stuff for a teenager. Because I was watching so much porn, I had no self-love, no self-respect. So why would anyone love and respect me, right? It's as simple as that. So I was sick of this. So I tried and tried and tried. I got into NoFap, got into all these different methods to quit porn. They didn't work. But with these tips I give you, these are the ones that really helped me. And if they help me, they're going to help you. Okay? It's as simple as that. So step one, change your identity. All right? If you had to ask yourself now how you describe yourself in terms of porn, you'd say, yeah, I know porn's bad for me and I'm trying to quit because I'm addicted. I watch it every day. I watch porn so I can't really get girls. You'd say all these negative things, oh, I'm trying to quit porn, but it's hard. And that is the truth, okay? But that's the reason you keep relapsing. Because with that mindset, with that identity, yeah, I'm trying to quit porn because I'm addicted. The next time you get the urge to watch porn, you're going to revert back to your identity and be like, yeah, I'm still addicted and I'm trying to quit. But I want to watch porn, so I'm going to watch it because I'm still addicted. Can you see how I'm trying to compare this? Like, if you get the urge to watch porn when you've never watched porn in your life, you're not going to watch it. But when you tell yourself, yeah, I'm addicted, I'm trying to quit, but I'm still addicted, you're going to watch it because that is your personality. That is you, right? Instead, you can change your identity, right? Even if you're lying to yourself, even if you're lying to your brain, you can change your identity, right? Tell yourself every day that you don't like porn, you find it boring, you haven't watched it in years, you don't have a porn addiction, and you find it gay and cringe, okay? It may seem cringe saying that to yourself, but this is what helps you quit. Because when you just tell yourself every day that's your new identity, that you don't like porn, you find it revolting, you find it boring and gay, you can get girls yourself, you don't need it, even if it's not true, your brain will eventually start to believe it. Because your brain can't tell the difference between reality and what you're telling it. So why not just tell it something that's going to benefit you? Stop being a pussy and being like, yeah, I'm addicted to porn, I'm trying hard to quit, but it's hard. So don't be a bitch. That's why you can't quit. So with this new identity of someone, yeah, I don't really like porn, it's kind of boring, I don't have interest in it. The next time you watch porn, eventually your brain's going to be like, why would I watch that? That's not me. It's weird for me to watch that. I find it boring. Your brain will change identity and your actions will follow. So your brain doesn't find porn exciting, so your brain watches porn less. It's as simple as that. If you've been used to eating meat every single day for 10 years, each plate of your meals has had meat on every day for 10 years without fail. That is your identity. If someone said, what do you eat? What's your identity? Yeah, I eat meat. That's it. Right? If that guy got a plate of salad one day, he wouldn't just eat it like, okay, salad. He'd be like, what is that? Where's the meat? What was this green shit? I'm not eating that. Because it's so weird and foreign for him to eat it. Because his identity is someone who eats meat and only meat. So when he gets this, he's like, I'm not eating that. But someone else who is a vegan sees that, they're going to be like, oh, give me that. Their eyes are going to light up. Slab a steak on that, and the vegan's going to be like, oh, I'm not having that. I don't eat steak. That is not my identity. That's the power of it. That's just to open your mind to how effective this can be. If you just take this advice and each day just convince yourself, it could be a lie. If you're really shy, convince yourself you're confident and you can get girls. Whatever it is, just convince yourself of it and it will come true eventually, all right? If you like my advice, by the way, if you like these tips and if you want to quit porn, even faster than I did, at whatever age you are, all my best tips are in the link below. If you're interested, it's my porn quitting course. I'll tell you more about it later if you're interested. Now, step 2, for quitting porn, set goals, okay? You might be thinking, well, how's that related? Most people have no goals. Most people have no purpose. Most people are depressed. So when you have no goals, you're depressed. It's as simple as that. When you envision your future, when I envisioned my future a few years ago, what do you see? I saw going to a college, going to a university that I did not like, to study something I did not want to study, to get a job which I didn't want to have, and I'd be in debt. I'd still envision myself watching porn, being unconfident, being a loser, having no girls. Eventually, if I did get a woman, she'd be low quality, right? Because I'd be low quality. She'd be ugly because I'd be ugly. So we'd have unremarkable kids because we are unremarkable people. And yeah, I'd come home to that every day. Kids who don't like me, wife that doesn't respect me, doesn't do anything for me, okay? Come home from a shit job, watch TV, I'd be fat, I'd hate my life, go to the bathroom because I've still got a porn addiction, go to sleep and be depressed for the rest of my life. The reason that is most people's futures is because they don't have goals and they watch porn. Those are the two reasons. They watch porn because this is going to lead to that because, you know, they're unambitious, got no testosterone, no drive or anything for life. So they're going to end up with that shit life. And because they've got no goals, they just end up like that. Obviously, you can't be surprised when that's your life, when you've got no hope or future or aspirations or goals. So we're going to set goals. So now when you think of the future, you're not going to be depressed. You're going to be optimistic. And when you're optimistic, you don't watch porn. When you envision the future I just described, you're going to get sad. You're going to feel shit about yourself. And what do we do when we feel like that? We watch porn. So set goals and change your future so that you're happy thinking about it. So whatever goal you want, 10 grand a month in a job or a business, that means a lot to you, okay? And work towards it every day. Even if it's shorter term goals, like getting the best possible score on this test, study for it every day, make progress towards it, and you're going to feel purpose and fulfilled. Getting a 10 out of 10 body so that girls like you and guys respect you. So go to the gym every day and you'll be excited to do that. When you do this, you've got less time to think about porn, for one. You go to bed feeling fulfilled. When you feel like that, you just don't want to watch porn. You don't want to ruin the day. You have hope for the future now because you've got a goal that you are going to achieve one day. So you're not going to be depressed. So you're not going to watch porn. And finally, if you're going to the gym and working on your body, you're just going to be tired. You're going to be more tired and have less energy to put into porn, right? You can transfer your sexual energy that you've given to porn to your goals, okay? So the next time you get horny, go to the gym. Come back an hour later and you won't want to watch porn. So many benefits of setting goals and working towards them in preventing watching porn so much. It's as simple as that. So set goals, stop being a pussy, and give yourself some hope for the future, right? Finally, change your environment, okay? Then the next time you get the urge, it's usually in the same place every time. It's usually, for me, it was before bed, okay, 10, 11 o'clock. The most insane thing you can do at this point is stay in that environment. It's like some guy who's trying to lose weight, he's obese, he's addicted to sugar, sleeping in a chocolate factory. You'd think to him, oh, that's a bit retarded, what are you doing? Well, he should be thinking the same thing about you. The next time you get the urge and you just stay there in your bed, he'd be thinking that about you, like, that's a bit retarded, what are you doing? Obviously, you're going to relapse. Might be in 10 seconds, might be in 10 minutes, might be in 2 hours, but it's going to happen, okay? Because you got the porn, it takes 2 minutes to get, you're in the environment you're used to watching porn in, and you're staying there. Yeah, you deserve to fail. That's stupid, all right? So the next time you get the urge, in the same environment, remove yourself from the environment. Now, I'm not saying move country. I'm saying, I don't know, go downstairs, go for a walk, go in the garden. Oh, but it's dark. Oh, it's cold. Fine. If you don't want to quit, I don't care. Don't quit. If you do want to quit, go outside, go do something, talk to your mother, go to the gym. Just the last thing you want to do is stay in that environment. Even just changing room, do something else, go for a shower. That is just very powerful because if you stay in that environment, you're going to relapse because that's what you're used to. Back in the Vietnam War, when the American soldiers went off, the conditions in the war were so bad that they needed to take hard drugs to just live because it was so difficult. They took hard drugs during the war. Now, in preparation for them coming back to America, everyone was panicking, thinking there's going to be loads of drug problems. They're going to have to set up rehab centers. When the soldiers came back to America, 99% of the addiction went away. None of them had a drug addiction anymore. Why? Because they took the drugs in a horrible condition where they needed it. Then they came back, they changed their environment and came off the hardest drugs on the planet because they were with their family, they were at home, they changed the environment. And that is coming off the hardest drugs on the planet. So you'll be able to do it with porn, okay? It's very addictive, but if you just move environment, to somewhere you're unfamiliar with. Like, if you went to a coffee shop when you got an urge to watch porn, you're not going to watch porn there because it's weird and you're not used to doing it. Why would you do that? You do it in your house, in your room. So if you're not there, you're not going to do it. That's the power of changing your environment. So change your identity. Stop thinking of yourself as a loser who watches porn. Set goals so you've got hope for the future. Change your environment and watch your addiction disappear. For more tips, subscribe so you see my videos every single day. And if you just want the best possible advice online for quitting porn, and if you want to support me at the same time because you like my advice, the link below, my porn quitting course. The price is going up very soon. It's very cheap at the moment. So if you want to take action now, if you want to quit porn, it's there. You get a free bonus section once you buy it, by the way, on how to speak to girls, attract them, like get them to like you pretty much, because that becomes a lot easier when you quit porn. I'm excited that you're on this journey. Thanks for watching and goodbye.